Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to a new live stream on Woo English. My name is Hamza, and as always, I will be your host on this live session. I'm streaming from Morocco, so let me know as always in the chat where you are joining us from, and of course, if you can share with us also your name. So I see that we have a new subscriber, Diane Sagar. Thank you so much for the subscription, Danayar. Thank you. We really appreciate that. So as I wait for more and more people to join, please can you tell me if the sound is clear, if the image is clear? I will really appreciate that. John Bland, greetings from Japan. Hello to you, John, and welcome to the live stream. Very interesting. So, what time is it in Japan, John? Here in Morocco, it's around it's 3 p.m. It's 3 p.m. here. Okay. Uh, Maksamad from Somalia, East Africa. Hello to you, Maksamad. Welcome to the live stream. Um, so I see that new people are joining our live stream today. So welcome and very happy to see you today. So I think as some of you have seen, we've posted that normally the session has been like normally should have happened yesterday, but due to some technical issues, we needed to postpone it to today. So I hope that didn't create a lot of confusion on your ends, guys. And okay. So, as I said, as we wait for more and more people to join, please let me know, like Max Ahmed and like John did. So, share with us your name and your country, where you are joining us from. Let us know where is the audience. Where are you watching this live stream from? I see Tunser. I hope I'm pronouncing your names correctly. So, Tunser, hello to you and welcome to the live stream. So let me just wait for more people to join. I see that more people. Okay. Okay. I see Hamza also have joined us. Hello, Hamza. And Tusser says he is joining us from Turkey. So welcome to all the people who are joining us from all over the world. I'm very excited that we have this worldwide audience right now. This is very exciting, actually. Abdisamad is joining us from Somalia. Fantastic. Shafi from Malaysia. Nice. So I see that a lot of people are joining us from all corners of the world. This is how exciting is that? How exciting is that? So maybe just while we are starting, so let me just remind you, kind reminder that if you go to our website, wooenglish.com, you will find free ebooks. So we are posting free ebooks there, and we will be posting some more, by the way, in the future. So please don't hesitate to visit our website and yes, download those books. They are free, and also you will find the audio version of those books on YouTube. So you can follow the audio on YouTube while you are reading the PDF. All right, that will be an amazing way to learn English. And some of the books that we are shared that we have on our website actually come with some activities that you can do in the end to ensure that you have comprehended the the content of the book. So I see that more people are greeting us. So let me see. Hamza, of course, I know that you are joining us from Morocco. You have now become like a loyal viewer or loyal follower to our channel. So welcome, welcome. Um, Abdullahi Maksamat from Somalia he shared with us the flag of his country. Fantastic job. Great. Okay, so I think as you have seen from the thumbnail of the live stream, or as you have seen from the title of the live stream, we are going to continue the topic of last week's live stream, which was family and relationships. All right. So we will start today's topic by a quick recap of what we saw last time. And after that, we will learn some new vocabulary. Basically, today, I want to focus on five things, five main things. Or actually, it's one main thing, which is the types of families that we have. Okay, we have different types of families, and today we are going to learn what do we call them in English. So I will wait for you guys to join before I can start the live stream. All right. So maybe very quickly. So as more and more people are joining, let me very quickly share with you our website where you can find the free ebooks. So this is our website. It's very nice. We are working on an application as well. So if you can go to the ebook section right here, after that you can scroll all the way down, go to free ebooks, and then you will find books like Secrets of the Silk Road, The Social Network. So let's choose, for example, The Social Network, and you can go down here and then you will find download. All right. So that's how you can download our free ebooks from our website. Okay, let me share. Artyom is here. Hello, Artyom. Very, very happy to see you as always. So, as I said, today we will be talking about family and relationships. We will continue what we started last time. And we will start, of course, by a quick recap of what we saw last time. We will see some words that we saw, and then we will, before we go to learn new ones. All right. So we need to make sure that the words from last session are well understood, and then we can go to see what we are learning today. And by the way, all the live streams that we do are always on our channel, so you will find them on your channel, on our channel, in the live stream section. So if you missed any of our live streams, don't worry, don't be sad. You can still go there and benefit and learn from what we do during the live streams, including the first part of this live stream, which is family and relationships. But don't do that right now, right? Wait until we finish this live stream, then you can go back. I'm sure you can just and then go to the first one. Alright, so without any issues. So I think we can start our section or our session. This is one activity that we saw last time, all right? This is one activity we saw last time. Basically, what I have on screen and you, what is this diagram? What we call this diagram where the different relationships between different people. What did we call it last time? It's a name, and we saw that name last time. I apologize for that. I think there was a little issue with the internet, so I'm sorry for that. Can you guys still hear me now? I hope the issue is fixed. So I'm sorry for that. So can you guys? I think there is something wrong. I'm not sure. What about now, Hamza? Can you see me now? Is the live back on? I'm absolutely not sure what happened. It just stopped suddenly. I see that Sergio have joined us. Hello, Sergio. So let me guys know if everything is fine now. Oh, okay, fantastic, fantastic, great. So sorry for the inconvenience. I don't know what happened. Honestly, I don't know what happened. So I hope that will not happen again. Hopefully, it will not happen again. Sorry. Okay, so I was saying we have this diagram that we saw last time, and my question was, what do we call it? What do we call this kind of diagram that where we represent the different relationships between people in a family? What do we call it? So it has a name. All right, I see people are confirming that the audio and the video are back on. Sorry again for the inconvenience. It's out of my hands. I don't know whether it was the internet or it was the platform that we are streaming from. I'm honestly not sure, but I hope that will not happen again. Great, fantastic. I already see the answer in the chat box. So it's similar to this. It's similar to this. What I have in the chat. So those things, those green things, that gives us oxygen. We call them trees. All right. And this representation sometimes it looks like a tree. So this is why we call it, like Hamza said, we call them family trees. All right. So we call them a family tree. Great. So a family tree is a representation that we saw last time. It's a representation of the relationship between different people. So this is a family tree, and my question to you is to fill the gaps with the right relationship. Maybe I will help you with the first one just to give you an example, and then I will let you do the rest in the chat box. So, for example, we have Oliver and Emma. So, we have Oliver is a boy, Emma is a girl. So, what is the relationship between them? As we can see in the diagram, they both have the same parents, the same father, the same mother. So, let's see what is the relationship between. So Oliver is Emma's what? So Oliver is a man, Emma is a woman, and they have the same father. Absolutely. So both of them are siblings. So we can say Oliver is Emma's sibling. Great, fantastic. Though sibling is very neutral, so we don't know whether it's a boy or a girl. Sibling, we can say this is my sibling for my male sibling and also for my female sibling. Fantastic, yes. So since we know that he is a man, we can say that he is Emma's brother. So Oliver is Emma's brother, like Hamza said. Great, fantastic. Now, what about Andrew and Michael? Andrew and Michael. So Andrew married Sarah, and then they have one child that they called Andrew. Sorry, spilled the coffee. All right. So what are we going to call, or what is the relationship between Andrew and Michael? Anyone? So let us know in the chat. So Andrew is Michael's. So number two, Andrew is Michael's what? All right. So Hamza said father. So let me share with you. Hamza said father. So do you agree with him, or is there a different relationship between the two? What do you guys think? Great. So Shafi, I think the same answer. He is her father or his father. Great. Mhm. All right. So absolutely. Okay. So he is his father. Great. Let's move to the next one. So Michael is Oliver's what? Michael is Oliver's what? Let's see. Where is Michael? So Michael is there in the bottom, and Oliver is the on the other side. So Michael is Oliver's what? So Michael and Oliver, what is the relationship between the two? They don't have the same father, and they basically their fathers or their father and their mother are siblings. Cousin, fantastic job. Right. So Artyom says it's Michael is Oliver's cousin. Hello, Akli. Great that you have joined this early because we have just started actually. Great cousin, Shafi cousin, and Hamza also said it's his cousin. Fantastic job. Great. What about James and Emma? So James is Emma's what? All right. Akli, very happy that you have joined us. So James is Emma's what? Lily, hello to you. Very, very happy that our usual friends are joining us today. Great. Alongside new people, by the way. So I'm very, very happy for that. Okay, Artsim says it's his father, and same says Hamza. So he's her father. Great. So finally, so Andrew is Emma's what? So Andrew basically, Shafiq, great. So for James and Emma, so it's her father. So what about now? What about Emma and Andrew? What about Emma and Andrew? So basically, uh, uh, Andrew is Emma's mother's brother. So Andrew is the brother of Emma's mother. So her mother's brother. It's very intricate. Sometimes it sounds very very complicated, but it's rather simple actually. So what do we call the brother of your mother? Fantastic. So I already see the answer by Artsim, which is uncle. Uncle. Great. Do you guys have the same answer as Artsim, or do you think there is a different answer? Uncle. Great. All right, so I already have two answers. Say uncle. Great. So I will directly move on. Uh, so this is the correction of the exercise. So even for those of you who weren't with us last time, please make sure to go and watch the live stream later. But later, when we finish this one, and even if you watch it right now, you will absolutely be able to understand what's going on. So uncle, same with Shafi. So Oliver is Emma's brother. We can say sibling, like Halim said, but when we say sibling, we don't refer to whether it's a male or female. Sibling is used with both male and female, right? So Andrew is Michael's father. Michael and Oliver are cousins. So when your father and his father or her father are brothers, so we say this is your cousin. James is Emma's father, and finally Emma is Andrew's or Andrew is Emma's uncle. So you guys got them all correct. You got them all right. So let us move to the next thing. So this is one of the family trees that we saw last time, and as I said, today what we are going to do, we will see some types of families. All right, some types of families. So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. So we have you, we have sister, we have brother, we have mother, we have father. So we have this is a family, right? This is all of it is a family. But what can we call a small family where there is just a father and a mother and maybe a sister or a brother? So just a small one. There is actually a word in English that we use that refers to a small family that have only father and mother and their children. So let me see if anyone knows what do we call this type of family. So if we can just limit this family tree to only the father, the mother, the brother, the sister, and you, what can we call this type of families? Do you have any idea? So let me probably repeat my question again. So, what can we call your immediate family? So, your father, your mother, your brother, and your sister. This small family. It has a name in English, actually. It's your small minimum family that one can have. Of course, you can share with me if you know. If you don't know, you can tell me that you don't know so that we can move on quicker. And of course, I would love to thank Uh, Dianand Sagar. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Thank you for the membership. We are really thankful for all the support that we get from our followers. That's absolutely very encouraging, always. Anyone? Family. Great. All right. So Arthur says he has no idea. And Lily, she said, well, it is a family. All right. After all, it is your family. These are the people who are related to you. So what are we going to call them? Of course, a family. But in English, there is a specific name for this. And that's, let me hide myself. All right. You are very, very close, Tanser. Nuclear family, you are correct, but just the pronounce or you are absolutely correct, but the spelling needs a little bit of revision. It's what we call the nuclear family. Let me move myself to the other side. So this is what we call the nuclear family, right? The nuclear family. So the nuclear family is the smallest family that you can have, where there is a father and a mother and their children. All right, this is the nuclear family. Okay, and it exists, of course, in all the. Okay, great, Shafi. I think that you got the rest. So what are we going to call the rest of the family? Your grandmother, your grandfather, your cousins, your uncles, uh, uh, your aunts, your nieces, your nephews. What are we going to call these people? You can just remove them from the family tree. They are related to you. Okay, you can just delete them from the family tree. And these people, we call them what Shafi said, extended family. Well, thank you for that, Iman. So never heard that before. So I hope you are learning some new vocabulary. Okay, so the rest of the family is what we call your extended family, right? So again, there is the small family, father, mother, your siblings, and that's what we call your nuclear family, right? Nuclear family. And the rest. All right. So, oh, absolutely. Why are you sorry, Shafi? You got it correct. Actually, you got it correct. So you absolutely got it correct. You have nothing to be sorry about. On the opposite, you should be proud of yourself that you already know this word. Okay, like the nuclear bomb. Um, I really love this this comment by you, Artyom. Actually, it is called the nuclear family because it's like the inside of a family, right? So, like the atom in physics. So there is the atom. Inside of it, there is the nucleus, right? There is the nucleus, and that's what they split to make those atomic bombs. So it's inside, all right, the nucleus. And this is exactly it, because this is the smallest family. It's in the middle, and around it, there is the extended family. Your cousins, your second cousins, your first cousins, your uncles, your aunts, your grandfathers, your grandchildren, your great grandparents. So all of those are a little bit far from you. Okay, so we call them extended family. I see that Tonser, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, also knows that this is called an extended family, and you got it correct, the same as Shafi. Great. So nucleus family or nuclear family and extended family. This is the first type of family that I want to share with you. For Geethika. So she says siblings. Well, not really. Siblings, very simply. Let me share again the definition of what a sibling is. So a sibling. A sibling is basically your brothers and sisters, right? So sibling simply mean it's a neutral term that you can use for your brother and your sister. So your brother is also your sibling, and your sister is your sibling. Okay, and your brother and your sister are your siblings. So siblings are only brother and sister. But when we talk about nuclear family, we mean the father, the mother, the small family. So a husband and a wife and their children. This is the nuclear family. Anything beside that is the extended family. And today we are going to learn more and more. So we learned two types of families: nuclear family, extended family. Let us now move to the other types of family. And for the next types, I have for you a picture. Let me probably go back to the other side. Sorry for the confusion. So I'm on the other side of the screen again. Okay, so I have a little uh, 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 family tree again for you. So this is Richard and Beth. They have three children: Macy, Jack, and Emily. And Macy is married to John. All right. So let us now try to fill in the gaps in the sentences. So the first sentence is John is Macy's what? I will let you guys guess. So John is Macy's what? They are married. So he is her what? So John is Macy's. Let me know in the chat. What? Oh, really? Is he? No, no, we're talking about John. Okay, Githika. I completely agree with you, but Macy is John's wife, but John is Macy's husband. All right, he is her husband. So that's the first one. It's her husband. Let me see what Lily is saying. Absolutely, it's her husband. I completely agree. So it's her husband. Okay. So Lily is her husband. Iman said, also said husband, and Hamza said husband. Great. Fantastic. Let us now move to the next one. So this is husband, absolutely. Now, Richard is John's what? So let us analyze the relationship between Richard and John. Shafi, great. Tunker, you are correct, but just pay attention to the spelling. So this is how we spell husband, like Hamza wrote it or like Iman wrote it. So husband, all right? It's with a D, not with a T. Or like Shafi also said. So husband, Shafi also wrote it correctly. Okay, so let us analyze the relationship between John and Richard. So basically, John is married to Macy, and Richard is the father of Macy, father-in-law. So for Hamza, he said he is his father-in-law. All right, interesting. Let us see if the rest of you guys agree. So what do you guys think? All right. Artyom said father-in-law, and Lily said Richard is brother-in-law. He is not the brother-in-law, actually. No, not really. Okay. I will then reveal it and I will explain what's going on. So he is, like Hamza said, like Artyom said, he is the father-in-law, but not grandfather-in-law. I'm glad that you corrected that, Artyom. It's not grandfather-in-law. Basically, how do we approach this kind of relationships? So Macy is John's wife. All right, so she is his wife, father-in-law. Shafi, fantastic job. Great, you got it correct actually. Yes. So Macy is John's wife. So Richard is her father. So the relationship between Richard and John is similar to the relationship between Richard and Macy, but we add in law. So Richard is Macy's father. So for her husband, he is also his father, but in law, because he is not his biological father. Okay? Let me repeat that again. So we see, okay, what is the relationship between the husband or between the partner and that person? So Richard is Macy's father, so he will also be the father of her husband, but not her biological or not his biological father, but rather his father in law. All right. So we keep the same relationship and we add in law. I hope this point is clear because we are going to move to the next one, which is Beth. So Beth is Macy's mother. So what is John going to call her? So Macy says, Beth is my mother. John will also say, Beth is also my mother, but a special kind of mother, actually. So let me see if you guys will know what is that. Hamza already said it's his mother-in-law. And Gathika also said the same thing. So mother-in-law. Great. Let me see Iman, mother-in-law. Great. You guys are doing a fantastic job today. Any more answers? All right. It's absolutely mother-in-law. So you guys got it correct. So again, so we say Macy or Beth is Macy's mother. So she will also be the mother of Macy's husband, but not her biological mother. We can say her uh, 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 mother-in-law. I love Lily's answer. So we can say John is the son-in-law. And Lily, you are 100% correct. Because on the other hand, if we switch, we can say John is Richard's son-in-law. So he is like his son because he is in the level of his daughter and son, Jack, but he is not his biological son. He is son to him because of marriage. So we say he is son in law, mother in law. Great. But you guys just need to pay attention to one thing, which is that when we write mother in law, father in law, brother in law, sister in law, son in law, daughter in law, there are always dashes. All right. There are always dashes. So, like Hamza does, for example. So, sister in law, there is a dash between sister dash in dash law, right? There is always dashes. It's connected, right? It's connected. So, Emily, so Emily is Macy's sister. So, she will also be John's sister, but not biological sister, but rather sister in law. And finally, we have Jack. Jack is Macy's brother, so he will also be the brother of John, but not his biological brother, but his brother in law. Okay, so this is what we call in law. So this is the second type of great Geethika. So you are correct. So basically, this is the third type of family. So the first type of family was a nuclear family. The second one, extended family. And now the third one, the family you are related to by marriage. And this is what we call in law. All right. So the last sentence that I added is John admires his in laws. So all the family that you are related to by marriage, we call them your in laws, all right, with an S in the end. So all of them, Richard, Beth, Jack, and Emily are John's in laws, all right. So they are his father in law, mother in law, sister in law, brother in law. So the plural is they are his in laws, all right. So we call them in laws. So John admires his in laws, meaning the family of his wife. Okay. And vice versa. All right. So John's family will also be Macy's in law. Okay. So it goes both ends. Uh, is everything good so far? Are you guys following well? I hope things are clear so far, because we still have some more types of families to discuss and to discover later on. So please let me know if everything is clear, everything is good. You guys are following, you are learning. John is also brother-in-law. Indeed, for Jack and Emily, so Emily, for example, she will say, John is my brother-in-law. Jack will say, John is my brother in law. Macy will say, John is my husband. Beth will say, John is my son in law. So he is like her son, but in law, meaning uh, uh, in marriage relationship. Okay, so. We are going to go now and look at a different type of family. So we saw three so far, three types of families: nuclear family, extended family, in-law family, right? Your in-laws, families that are related by marriage. Now we are going to see a different type of relationships, okay? Family relationships. So now let us say, so of course these are not the same people that you saw earlier, all right? So this is a different type of family. So this is John again. He is married to Macy, and they have one son who is Jack, right? So we can say Jack is John's son. I think this is very clear, very straightforward, all right? Very straightforward. My question now is, or the situation, however, is that Macy was married before she married John. So before she met John, she was married to Andrew. Maybe Andrew died. Maybe they divorced. Okay, they divorced. So the opposite of marriage, divorce. So divorce is the legal ending of a marriage. Okay, when two people split, they don't agree anymore. They don't want to live with each other anymore. They hate each other. So divorce is the legal ending of a marriage, right? So the legal ending of a marriage. Call that divorce. So maybe they are divorced. Maybe Andrew died. But Macy, she has a daughter with Andrew. Okay, she has a daughter with Andrew. So Emily basically is not Andrew's son, or Andrew's daughter. She is the daughter of her other husband. So let's now try to discover Error 503. Hello to you. Very, very interesting name. I really like it. So I hope there is no error with your devices or your internet. And I hope that you will enjoy our live stream today. So thank you for joining, and thank you for saying hello to us. Thank you for that. So maybe let me just very quickly, guys, remind the people who have just joined us that this is the second live stream of uh, family and relationship. So we are talking about more vocabulary related to family and relationship. When and only when this live stream ends, you can go back. You can go back to the. Thank you so much for the subscription, Error 403. I really appreciate that. So you can go back after this live stream ends. You can go back to the first part of this live stream about family and relationship. You will find it on our live section on our YouTube channel. So Jack is John's son. Now, Andrew is Macy's what? And don't tell me he is her husband, because now she has John as her husband. Andrew is not her husband anymore. They are even either divorced, or Andrew died. I'm not sure. So what can we say in number two? In number two, Andrew is Macy's what? They are no longer married. Father. Oh, really? Oh, absolutely not, Getha. Absolutely not. Or Gethica. Absolutely not. Because they were married, actually. They were married. He is not her father. Nope, he is not her father. Absolutely not. So, Andrew is a man, Iman. All right. All right. Great. So, John is her husband. But as Iman said, fantastic job, Iman. So, as Iman said, he is her ex husband. He is her ex-husband. Her ex. Great. Yes. So we can say her ex, or like Iman said, he is her ex-husband. All right. And that's absolutely the uh, uh, the answer I'm looking for. So let me explain, or let me give you also another word for ex-husband. So we can say former husband. Though we don't say this a lot, like previous. Okay, we usually just say ex-husband. All right, ex-husband. Ex-husband is means former husband. She is not no longer married to him, or previous husband. But we don't use those words in like daily use of English. So basically, in the daily usage of English, we simply say ex-husband. Lily also got the answer, which is ex-husband, and the same did Shafi, which is or Shafi. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Ex-husband. You are absolutely correct. Great. So uh, John is her husband, but Andrew is her ex-husband. She is no longer married to him. Maybe he died, or maybe they divorced. They no longer agreed and they want to split. Okay, now Emily is Macy's what? Emily is Macy's what? Emily is Macy's what? Is she his daughter? She is not actually, because he's not her biological father after all. So Emily is the daughter of Macy from a previous relationship, from a previous marriage, from her ex-husband. So what is John going to call Emily? What is John going to call Emily? Daughter. Emily is. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Sorry, sorry. We are talking about Macy and Emily. Sure, sure. She is her daughter, actually. I'm sorry. I thought we already moved to John. So Macy, of course, Emily is her daughter. So absolutely correct. Sorry for that. I was a little bit confused. I thought we already moved to John. So Gethica, great. And Lily, please pay attention to the spelling of daughter. That's how we write it on the screen, or like Gethica wrote it. So daughter, Daughter. Okay, great. Now, Emily is John's what? Emily is John's what? What is John going to call Emily? So Macy will say, Emily is my daughter. So imagine I'm Macy. I can say, hey, this is Emily, my daughter. What about John? So I'm John now. So I can say, hey, this is Emily. She is my what? What is he going to call her? Great, great, great job. Artem. So she is going to call, or he is going to call her his stepdaughter. Stepdaughter. All right. Let us see if the rest of you guys agree. Do you agree that he is going to call her his stepdaughter, or do you have another names? Son, absolutely not. Not really. So, Getika, pay attention, please. We are talking about John and Emily. Emily is a girl, so he cannot call her son. Right? Son, we use it with a male child. Male child. We say this is my son. But Emily is a daughter to John, but a special kind of daughter. A special kind of daughter. So I hope you guys are still following with us. This is the second live stream about family and relationship. I'm waiting for the answer for the next gap. I already have one answer. Artsim said stepdaughter, and now Shafi said stepchild. Stepchild. Let's discover it, and it is what Artsim said, stepdaughter, actually. Stepdaughter. And I agree with Shafi, we can say stepchild, but stepchild has both man or boy and girl, boy and girl. But for daughter, since we have Emily, we know she is a girl, so we can say she is his stepdaughter, right? Stepdaughter. All right. So basically, step is the daughter or the son of either of your wife or your husband from another marriage. Okay, so she is the daughter or the son of your husband or wife, but from another marriage, not with you, not your own biological child. Now, John is Emily's what? So, what is Emily going to call John? So, John will say, Emily is my stepdaughter. What about Emily? She is going to say, John is my what? Is she going to call him father or a special kind of father? My duty, Shafi, my duty. I hope the what we are doing right now is making sense to you guys and that you are understanding. I hope I'm not just bombarding you with words that you probably don't understand. If you don't understand anything, if anything is not clear to you guys, please make sure to ask me in the comment so that we can correct it and move on, right? Don't uh, don't just accept something that you don't understand. Ask me and I will be more than happy to explain to you. Okay, we are here to understand, we are here to learn. Don't hesitate, don't be shy, ask any question. Don't care if you think your question is not a good question. Every question is a good question. If you don't understand something, you can ask about it. Okay, Artyom said she is going to call her or him her stepfather. Okay, her stepfather. Okay, let us see. Absolutely correct, Artyom. So she is going to call him stepfather, stepfather. So again, he is not her biological father. Her biological father is Andrew. All right, her biological father is Andrew, but John is the husband of her mother. So we call him her stepfather. Stepfather. The same way, in the same way, uh, uh, Emily, not really Gatika, not really brother. He is not her brother because he is just the husband of her mother, right? So absolutely not her father or her brother. Okay, Shafi said stepfather, and Shafi is correct as always. Great. Now, the question now is Jack and Emily. Jack and Emily. So what is Jack or what is Emily going to call Jack? And please notice that Jack and Emily they share one parent. Okay, both of them come from Macy. Both of them. All right, Sanchez. This is absolutely another word that Emily can use for John. Emily can say, John is my stepfather or John is my stepdad. We use both these words. You are absolutely correct, Sanchez. So she can say, well, John is my stepfather. Or she can say, oh, John is my stepdad. Very, very good. So Kim said that Emily and Jack, or Emily will call Jack her step brother. You are very, very close to the answer, actually. Step is not the answer here. And I will tell you why in a moment. Step brother. Uh, I'm not sure if this can be accepted in some cases, step brother, but the problem here, the problem that we have here, please guys pay attention that the problem here is that they share one parent. Both of them are the daughter and the son of Macy. They just have different fathers, but they have the same mother. So let me repeat this, please. What is Emily to Jack given? So pay attention to the fact that uh, Emily and Jack, they have the same mother actually. They have the same mother, but they don't have the same father. So, are we going to call them step brothers? So we have Kim says step brother, Artem says step brother, Shafi says step brother, and Gathika says step brother. But I will surprise you guys and say that's not the correct answer. The correct answer is half brother. Half brother. And why is that? Because they are brothers, but just from one parent, which is Macy, which is the mother. Okay. So I would explain this more in the next one. Okay. So let's now explain. So wait, let me ask you a question. Is stepfather, stepmother, and the stepdaughter clear for you guys? Are they clear? Step brother, stepmother, are they clear? Because the only difference now that we have is what is the difference between half. Oops. Did I change anything on the screen? No, oh, oops. I hit myself. Why? Okay, here I am. Here I am. Iman said yes. I hope you are talking about whether my explanation is clear or not. Okay, Shafi said half brother. Fantastic, Shafi. If you understand what is a half brother, let me now. Let me now. So basically, very clearly, so or very quickly, Emily, she is the daughter of Macy, but John is the husband of her mother. So she is going to call him my stepfather. John is not the father of Emily. He is not the father. There is no biological relationship between John and Emily. So uh, uh, she will call him, or he will call her stepdaughter. I think so far everything is clear. I see that Kim started to interject it's Emily's half brother. You are correct now, uh, 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 Kim. So, what is now the only difference or the only problem that we have now is what is the difference between half sibling and step sibling? So, what is the difference between half sibling and the step siblings? This is my question now. I will give you a chance to explain to me in the chat what is the difference between half sibling, meaning half brother, half sister, and what is the difference between step brother or step sister? Step brother, half brother. Step brother, half brother. Step sister, half sister. What is the difference between the two then? Half and step. Half and step. What is the difference? I will give you a couple of minutes to think about it. I will give you some time to think about it. So, what is the difference between half sibling, half brother, half sister, and step siblings, step brother, step sister? Anyone in the chat want to explain to us what is the difference? Okay, our team now is on the right track. Our team is on the right track. So half siblings have common parent, and the art team, you put it very clearly and very simply, and that's absolutely the answer. We say half brother or half sister when you have a parent in common, right? When you share one parent, okay, or when you have the same father or the same mother. So this is the case of Emily and Jack on this picture. So Emily and Jack, they have the same mother, Macy, but they have different fathers. Emily's father is Andrew and Jack's father is John. So this means that they are only half brothers or half siblings. I hope this first one is clear because we are going to move to the second situation. So imagine John too was married before. So I don't know what kind of family. Of course, there are a lot of families like this, and there is no harm in this kind of families. I think love works in different ways. So John was married to Catherine, and they had Jack as their son. Macy was married to Andrew, and they had Emily as a daughter. What happened later? Catherine died, Andrew died. Macy and John met one day and they got married. But both of them, or each one of them, has a child with a different person. All right. So Macy has Emily with Andrew, and John has Jack with Catherine. So now the question is, what is Jack and Emily? What is the relationship between Jack and Emily? What is their relationship? Are they half brother, half sister, or are they step brother and step sister? What is your guess? I hope I'm not complicating things a lot. I really hope that. I hope I'm not complicating things so much. I hope I'm not complicating things too much for you guys. Step. Great. Step what, Iman? Continue your answer. Half siblings. Great. Okay, so finish your answers. Step what? Okay, stepfather, stepmother, step sibling, step son, step what? Stepdaughter. Because that step can be followed by a lot of things. Sophie, step sibling. You are absolutely correct. Great. Step sibling. Great. Fantastic. All right. So Jack is Emily's step brother. Emily is Jack's stepsister. Now, is it clear for you guys what is the difference between stepbrother and stepsister and half brother, half sister? I hope it is clear for you. Let me know in the chat. Tell me, yes, it is clear, or no, it is not clear. You are talking gibberish. Please let me know in the chat if everything is clear, or if I need to provide some more explanation to you guys. Please let me know in the chat. Meanwhile, while you guys are thinking whether it's clear and understood, I will take some of your time to just tell you about this amazing thing that we have on our website that you have here on the top. You are here, you have it here. So www.wooenglish.com, you will find free ebooks there, right? Free ebooks, real free ebooks, by the way. Okay, so you'll find free ebooks and you can listen to them on our YouTube channel. So you will find these ebooks in the PDF format, and here on our YouTube channel, you will find them in the audio format. So you can listen and read at the same time. How amazing is that? And some of our ebooks, by the way, come with uh, uh, like some activities at the end of the book that will help you understand the book even better. Sorry for taking time to just uh, remind you of this. Okay, so let me see. Clear, Sophie, clear, amazing. Just in case, I will just explain it one more time. Sorry for that. Okay, so basically, when two people, like here for example, when two people share one parent, maybe they have the same father but different mothers, or they have the same mother but different fathers, we say that they are half siblings, half brother or half sister. If they have different parents, different father, different mother, different uh, everything, but their fathers decided or their parents decided to get married, we call these step siblings. All right, step siblings. And of course, even in this last case, so John will still call Emily his stepdaughter, and Macy will still call Jack her step son. The same for Emily; she will call John her stepfather, and Jack will call Macy his stepmother. So I hope this is clear. Of course, later on, when the live stream is uploaded on our channel, you can still like pause and think and maybe write. Even if you like write, I like writing, so you can write down everything, and so that you can understand it better. Let us now move to the last type of relationships, which is this. The last type of relationship is, imagine John and Mary again, or Macy are married, but unfortunately, maybe they are infertile. So there are infertile. Okay, there are some couples that unfortunately, biologically, for some genetic reasons, they cannot have kids. They cannot have kids. Or John and Macy, they decided they don't want kids after all. They don't want to. Okay, let me please see one question. So let me see the question of Lily. Half sibling, it's have the same mother or father. Absolutely, Lily, you got it correct now. So I'm very happy that you got it correct, and I hope the same with everyone. If you don't understand, I'm still here. I'm real. You can interact with me, so you can ask me questions, and yeah, you can ask me questions. I will be more than happy to answer them for you guys. All right. So I said infertile, meaning people who cannot have kids for any reason. Okay. So they decided to go to a certain place where there are kids with no parents. All right. So we have John and Macy. They don't have kids. And there are a lot of kids that don't have parents. So they decided to take him home with them, of course, legally. Don't just take a kid from the street and call him your child. That's illegal. You can go to jail. Don't do that. That's called kidnapping, right? Don't do that. You should do it legally, all right? So you can just go to certain places and say, "Hey, I'm very interested very interested in having like a kid. Come with me home." All right, okay. So adopted, indeed. So this is what we call adoption. Adoption. I completely agree with you. So John and Macy are Jack. So John and Macy are John. So are Jack's what? What is Jack going to call them? So what is Jack going to call them? Of course, they are his parents. So of course they are his parents, but are they his biological parents? Absolutely not. Of course they are his parents, Getika. I completely agree with you. But they can be biological parents, meaning Macy was pregnant with him and she gave birth to him. But this is not the case here. This is not the case. They just went to a certain place and they took him home with them. So, what do we call them? All right. All right. Kayan says adopted parents. Adopted. Arsim, you are very close. Same for Kayan, you are very close. We don't say adopted, we say adoptive. Adoptive. Please, adoptive. Maybe the other word that you are looking for, yeah, that you are looking for, Arsim, is foster. So adoptive parents. Okay. I have so adoptive and not adopted. All right, adoptive. They are the ones who adopt. Uh, uh, Sophie said parents by adoption, and I can say this is correct. This sounds correct, but it's not used in like language. Adored, not sure. I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm myself. I'm not sure. But I don't think this is a word that we can use. The word that we use is adoptive parents or foster parents. adoptive or foster parents. And actually, Kayan, my pleasure and my duty. And actually, adoptive parents are not foster parents, by the way. Can you tell me what is the difference between the two? Adoptive and foster? What is the difference between the two? Adoptive and foster. Both of them, both adoptive parents and foster parents, are not biological parents. They are not biological parents. So, what is the difference then? Hmm. Very, very interesting. Both of them are not. John and Macy actually here in this story can be biological or can be adoptive or foster. I will share with you the answer not to waste a lot of time. So basically, when we say foster parents, this means temporary, temporary. Okay, meaning there are some children who are in very bad situations. Maybe their parents are in jail. Maybe their parents are abusive. Exactly, Sanchez. Very, very is temporary. Yes, you are correct. Uh, Sanchez got the answer correctly. Yes, though it's temporary. Okay, so I was saying foster is temporary. It's just for a short period of time, maybe 1 year, maybe 2 years, maybe until the kid like is 16 or something. This is temporary. This is foster parents. So they are just parents you stay with until your situation is better. For example, imagine there is war. For example, like the war going on in Ukraine or the war going on against Palestinians, for example. So a lot of kids will run away. So they need some places to stay for a short period of time. And this is where they stay with foster parents who will take care of them for a short period of time. On the opposite, for adoptive parents, you will stay the son or the child of these parents forever. Okay? Legally, you are their child forever. Okay? Even if you leave the house, you are still considered their child, their son or daughter. For example, so foster is temporary, it's just for a period of time, and the adoptive is permanent, meaning always, forever, right? You are forever their child. So I hope this is clear for you guys. So let us now move and remember what are the 5 types of families that we saw today. So today we saw 5 types of family. Can you guys tell me what are they? So the first one we say it's small, the second one it's big. Small, big. Ex-husband. This is very late a little bit, Hamza, don't you think? Maybe you are still talking about the other exercise or the other activity, but we are almost at the end, unfortunately. Okay, so we talked today about 5 types of families. What are they? The first one, let me remind you, the first one is small, father, mother, and children. That's it. What do we call this type of family? Iman. Great. Nuclear family. Artyom said the same. Nuclear family. Fantastic job. So this is what we call nuclear family, right? Nuclear family. What about the bigger family? So grandparents, grandchildren, uncles, aunts, cousins. What do we call these? Nieces, nephews. What can we call these? So nuclear is the small family. What about the bigger one? There is a name for it too. All right. Iman got it. Iman is doing a fantastic job today. Uh, she said it's extended family. Extended family. Great. And that's absolutely the correct answer. So extended Artyom, same thing. So extended family. Great. So small family, we call it nuclear. Bigger family, we call it extended family. Now, What about the family of your husband or the family of your wife? The family of your husband, the family of your wife. For example, my wife's father or my wife's mother. What do we call this type of family? We talked about this. So anyone, what do we call the family of your husband and wife? Iman is on fire today. In-laws. Great. Family in-law. Great. So your in-laws. Great job. Extended family, I think Geethika is talking about the second type. Family in-law, Sanchez, fantastic job. Yes, your in-laws or your family in-law. Uh, Great. Uh, what did we call the family, for example, uh, for example, I marry a woman who has a child. So what is this relationship? So we saw two types actually. So what do we call when, for example, like we saw John and Macy? So the Macy has blended. Interesting. Let me check, please. This one because this wasn't like among the things that I blended. Very interesting. You are absolutely correct, Shafi. Very very wonderful uh, um, vocabulary item. Yes, blended family, indeed. So blended family basically means family with children from previous relationships and from this relationship, right? So maybe, for example, the husband was married before and he had another child with another woman. Yes. So or we can say step family, Sanchez, stepchild, indeed. So all these step relationships. So we talked about step family or a half family as well, when two people share the same parent, so they have the same mother, different fathers, or the same father but different mothers. So we say half. All right, half brother, half sister. Extended Socrates, but that was for this the second one. But you are correct if you are talking about the second one. And finally, uh, um, uh, the last one is when two people, a couple, a man and his wife, or a woman and her husband, cannot have child or they don't want to have children, and they go and they take a child. We talked about two types again. So can someone remind us about the last type? What did we call it? Again, we talked about two types. So can someone remind us, please? Anyone? It's the last thing that we saw. So, for example, when a couple they cannot have children or they don't want children, so they say, okay, let's just take a child who doesn't have parents, uh, which is a good thing, by the way. Right? Adopt. Philip, fantastic job. You did it. So, adoptive or foster family. Great. This is absolutely so. These are the five types of families that we saw today. Nuclear, small family; extended, grandparents, uncle, cousins, aunts, nieces, nephews; in-laws, the family of your husband or wife; step, this is where your partner has other children with other people; and finally, adoptive or foster, uh, relationship that are not biological, right? Not biological. I have one last exercise for you guys. I will just use two sentences because I don't want to keep you here for too long. So these are kinds of riddles. So very, very intricate questions because in the beginning, we used to do it with pictures. All right. In the beginning, we used to do it with pictures. Now we will do it just with words. So I will just describe to you the relationship with language, and you are supposed to tell me what do we call that relationship. So What is this person to you? So, meaning, great. So, adoptive, foster, Artium, and Shafi. Sorry, I didn't see your messages, guys. Adoptive or foster, and you guys got it correct, both of you. Okay, so this person. So, who is this person? This person is the child of your father's second wife, but not your mother. So, again, this person is the child of your father's second wife, but not your mother. So when your father has a second wife who is not your mother and he has a child with that person, what is that child to you? What are you going to call that child? We talked about two things. We talked about two types of relationship in this one. So can you write for me the relationship? What are you going to call this person? Sophie, you are great. You did a great job. So step brother, or also it can be a half brother. Iman, great job, Iman. Great. Okay, so either your step brother or your half brother or sister as well, because here it just says a child. It doesn't say if it's a boy or a girl. Sophie, half brother. Great. So either step brother or half brother. Great. And now the second question. So they are the person who is married to your daughter or son. What is the name of this person? So imagine you have a son or imagine you have a daughter, and the person married to your son or daughter, what are we going to call him or her? So again, the husband or wife of your daughter or son. What is he to you? Great, in-laws. But what specifically, Sophie? Because this is very specific. So it's either the husband or wife of your daughter or son. So what can we call this person? So the married to your daughter or son. What are we going to call them? And then we can, I think, finish with this one. Okay, great job. Great. Artyom, you did a fantastic job. Great. Son or daughter in law, Philip. Son in law, indeed, or daughter in law, also Philip. So great. That was amazing, guys. I think we can finish here. Okay, great. So I see that Philip uh, 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 gave me the second answer. Okay. Okay, maybe we can do one last. Maybe we can do one last. I'm really enjoying this. So, this individual or this person is married or is your mother's husband, but not your biological father. So, he is your mother's husband, but not your biological father. What are you going to call this person, this man? What can you call this man? So, he is married to your mother, but he is not your father. I hope this doesn't sound offensive or anything to any one of you guys. I really hope so. All right, stepfather. Great. So for Githika, you got correct the number two. I know you are talking about number two, and you are absolutely correct. Stepfather, stepdad, stepfather. A half what? You should specify what half cayenne. And I think now with that we can finish our live stream. Maybe I have two more things for you guys. I wanna give you two more things. The first one is that I wanna remind you again and again that we are having free ebooks on our website. Please go to our website and benefit from those ebooks that we have there. The second thing that I wanna ask you is, please, can you tell me or can you suggest for me Uh, uh, Getika, stepfather, correct. For the last one, correct. So the last thing is I want you guys to write for me in the chat right now some topics for vocabulary that you are interested in, because I don't want to be forcing some topics that you guys are not interested in. So if you have a topic that you want to know about more, please let me know in the chat. I will be very thankful for you. Maybe, for example, if you want to know about, maybe for example, this week it was this week and the last week it was family and relationships. Maybe we will have one more session for family and relationship. I'm still thinking, but I don't want to bore you. I don't want the sessions to be boring for you guys. So this is why I'm asking you to help me by sharing with me topics that you guys are interested in, so that this way we are learning about things that you want to learn about. um Great. Cayenne, still answering the other question. Maybe you can leave me your comments in the or leave me your suggestions in the comment section, not in the live chat section, because always in there, in under the live streams there is comments and there is live chat. What you are having right now is live chat, and later when the stream is uploaded it will be uh, uh, comments. So maybe you can leave them there. I will be very thankful. I will read them. I will make sure to read them, and I will answer you from my personal YouTube channel. But let me give you like 1 minute or so to see if there are any suggestions here before I close the live stream. So any suggestions, please feel free to put them here. Okay, I see there is one probably about school. All right, so this is a very good suggestion actually. So maybe we can talk about school and education. I will absolutely note that down, and I will definitely consider this. School is a very, very important topic. By the way, we have previously talked about work. So for those of you who are working, we talked in a previous live stream about how to talk about your work. We saw different verbs, we saw different vocabulary. You can uh, do that. You can see that. Going to shopping, buying food, drive through. Buying and buying goods or grocery shopping. This is also another interesting topic, Philip. Thank you for the suggestion. I'm really all right, impressed by these suggestions. So school, shopping, sure. Maybe I will take one last suggestion before we close the live stream. And the kind reminder is right here on the top of my head. So I will wait for one last suggestion. Great. Transportation is the last suggestion that we have by Philip. So transportation. Great. So maybe for those of you who will watch this live stream later, the recorded version of the live stream on our YouTube channel, don't forget to give your suggestions. Sophie, uh, all right, thank you very much. Thank you guys for being wonderful. Technology and devices, Francisca, absolutely. So I will take your suggestions into consideration. History, very interesting, Shafi, very interesting topic. So I will take your suggestions into consideration for sure. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your being here, and I always like appreciate your presence and your participation and your enthusiasm. You guys are wonderful people. Very happy that I have you on the live stream. Don't forget to pay a visit to my personal YouTube channel. You will find it in the description below. Thank you so much and see you on the next live stream.